The next cognitive psychologist that we'll be looking at is Jean Piaget. Jean Piaget was a Swiss psychologist who was influenced by the works of Pestalozzi. Pestalozzi was before Jean Piaget, and Pestalozzi had started work on the brain and thinking, but Jean Piaget became influenced by his work and took it to a different level. America noticed his works in the 1950s and the 60s. Remember, he was Swiss, but to America, his works came in the 50s and 60s, and what he was trying to say and do made sense to them. The text reminds us that his theories are not fact and should be taken as suggestive. Because he worked and developed his theories observing his own children grow up. So whatever he suggests should be taken as a suggestion. Jean Piaget suggests that they are not 100% clean, pure facts. But what he has to say is so important that it has stood and survived for over 50 years. Jean Piaget influenced Tyler, Taba, Brunner, Kohlberg, and many more. These four psychologists were influenced by Piaget's work. Now remember, Piaget's work was suggestive. These people took it to the more theoretical level. What did they do? Tyler introduced various assessments. Not just one exam, one test, not paper and pencil. You can assess students in other ways as well. You can assess students orally, you can assess students through projects, you can assess students through group activities. You don't have to sit them in an examination hall and give them a paper and pencil version of a test. This is Tyler. So Tyler brought in the multiple assessment model of education, that assessments must be tailored to what the child is good at. Taba, on the other hand, said there are too many facts that we bombard students with, and we don't allow enough connections. Now, you could take this in two ways. Yes, students get lots of information in a classroom. Maybe that's not a bad idea. But you also have to see, are we allowing students or providing the time for them to make the connections? Are we allowing them, helping them to bridge new information with old information or prior knowledge that they already have? Because if you do that, learning becomes much more advantageous. When information is simply bombarded and hangs in loose pieces without any correlation or linkage with anything in the brain, information or knowledge may be lost. So Taba's dilemma was, there is too much information and there is too little time for students to make connections. We must provide opportunities for students and help them make the connections with the information we bombard them with. Brunner, on the other hand, has stages like Piaget, and Piaget has stages, and we'll come to that in a while, but are revisited to develop in complexity. What Brunner did was he thought Piaget's stages were way simplistic. He took Piaget's stages and made them a little more complex, a little more demanding, a little more challenging, a little more enriching for individuals. What Kohlberg did was he took one step further from thinking. He went to moral stages. How do students learn morals and values with thinking? How do these go together? Kohlberg's contribution is tremendous because what he did was he brought in, to some extent, the spirituality of education, because morals and values are religious obligations, are spiritual things, and we would like young people today to grow up with that spiritual part in their holistic lives as well. So Piaget who started work on his children, brought about his suggestive ideas and theories and his stages of development, and influenced many people, four of which we've looked at right now. And there are many more. So if you look at more literature, you will find other people that Piaget was able to influence.